It's the building that was opened the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Today, the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration continues, and we've got a great one for you. Between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. On the visiting sideline, a look at the head coach of the Jaguars. His guys have had a tough time coming by wins this year. Losers of 5 of their last 7. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. Here is second-year man Cam Little on to handle the opening kick. And away we go from Nashville. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Titans readying for their opening drive of the game. Leading them out, the #1 pick in the 2025 NFL Draft out of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. Just want him to be a little more thoughtful in each and every decision.
And he works his way for a gain of 4. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Come on. Set, go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Right back to Pollard. All right, short on marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
On 3rd down, Pollard. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. Can't dig him out from deep on their own side. He's stuffed inside the 10. Well, here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. They're brought out by the 5th-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminded yourself and your huddle. Hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week, well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them. Go put a score on the board.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he's caught. It's the South Carolina rookie. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. A 28-yard pickup there. And the Jaguars have a first down. Lawrence looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Pass complete to Campbell. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Lawrence working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I love that. I mean, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Hey, run!
First down, Jacksonville.
30 left.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. And this one is launched downfield. This is brought in at the 15. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. In this game, Brock, all the games today and tonight, part of a busy week of football for all of us. Their traditional 3 games on Thanksgiving Day. We had our Black Friday game a couple of days ago. All a part of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, honoring the legendary football icon.
Yeah, legendary guy whose impact still is felt to this day. You know, these guys playing today, they all watch it, just like you and me in the football world on Thursday and Friday. Now, they get their chance to go out and perform on a pretty darn special weekend.
Get it. Bronco 80.
Here's a design run. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Ward, a quick throw, complete. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Cougar 19.
Ward off the play fake. Right back to Ridley, caught again. And who nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. We'll get a timeout now as they head out for an injured player. And not someone they want to see hurting. Tony Pollard, the one in need of some attention. All set now. 1st and 10.
Ready. Cowboy. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Headed out right. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down.
Hey, run! Run! Let's hunt!
3rd and long for him here. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Jaguars.
And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
To number 81. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
The 39-yard line.
Lawrence to throw it. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down.
Hey, Lion!
Yards to go.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here.
Get it!
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
2nd and 10 now. Ward. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Ward's going to throw here on 3rd. Cut down the left side by his running back. Oh, baby. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Tennessee first down. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. 1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. 7-0 is our score. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter, and it's Titans football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Let's go.
They'll throw 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Another punch brings Johnny Hecker back to the field. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, think right.
Now Lawrence. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Hey, run. Here we go.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. And the Titans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. First and 10 here. Ward. Short pass brought in. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
On the draw to get to Pollard. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
And the Titans first down.
Io Manor in motion right. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down. Here's Joey Sly for the Titans field goal attempt. On the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover. So we've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. A field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence.
23. 13, Luke.
Lawrence with it on 1st. Finds his running back. This is Bayshul Tootin. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars now lead by 10. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars drive their lead to 11.
14. Titans 3. Cam Little.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Ward's going to throw it. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. From the gun, it's Ward. Finds the in route complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out.
Hey, Ron, Big 13 heavy, son.
Drive start to the quick throw left complete. This good. Forward to around the 29. Brought down by Rasul Douglas. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Lawrence working from the gun. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down. We've set it down from the 37. First down throw, Lawrence. He's going deep this time. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. He's looking deep once again. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Completed over the middle. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. On 4th down, here's Lawrence. Got his man. Thomas has it. And they make the tackle at the 38. With the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
16 yards. And the Jaguars 1st down.
Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Going deep here for the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Caught at the 10-yard line. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars boat racing them to the halftime locker room. That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars push their lead to 18. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Titans ready to take over on offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Now give for the first time to Khalil Mullings. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
It's now third down.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Here comes the Titans punting unit. And he's been one of the players of this game. Takes this in at the 25. And that return's going to leave him enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Here we go.
Second down give to Tootin. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So a one-sided, and with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the third quarter.
Joey Sly
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Following the sack, they need a big chunk of yards here, Brock. It is second down and very long. Lawrence looking to throw. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. That's complete inside the 35. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Red 23. Hey, Ginger, top.
First and 10.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and We're back on EA Sports. We're into the second half as we rejoin the contest. It's the third quarter. Second down now. They need 7.
Lisa 24. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Inside give here for Tootin. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
All right, let's go. Hey, son,
Going to the ground again on 1st. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
13.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Escapes the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your...
And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars grow their lead yet again.
28, Titans 3. Cam Little to kick
All
off
set for the kickoff.
Jaguars.
Little with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. First down throw here for Ward. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Ward setting up to throw. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Well, from more than a couple of 1st downs away, it is 2nd and quite a bit after that sack. Io Manor in motion right. And they're going to throw out of the gun. He finds Tigga Cockrell for the grab. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Jags loading up the secondary on this 3rd down. They've got 6 DBs out there. And he puts some air under this one, right side. That's cut at the 25. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15.
This is Pollard running left. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans start the second half with some needed points. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Titans make it an 18-point game.
28. Titans 10.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Tootin now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Rip, 23.
Hand off to Tootin. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Zone read. They'll give it to Tootin. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
That's another Jaguars first down.
And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Hey, kill. Take right open. Hot.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. He's trying to push the field. That one connects. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars continue piling on to this lead.
Titans 10. Cam Little.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard
The Titans and receiver Calvin Ridley back out again on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around.
No.
That's Io Manor with the catch outright. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Crack all 80. Ready.
From the gun, it's Ward. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Titan.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Titans football as they stare down a huge deficit to begin the 4th. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Ward setting the pass. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
77.
Ward now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone block. He's down to that 17-yard line.
On the ready.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Come on.
First down.
From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Second and 10.
Hey,
Again, Ward going to the air. They're setting up the screen. It's Pollard. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
First down.
down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
18.
Sticking to the air here. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here comes second and goal.
Come on, set. Bronco it.
He's going to throw it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
It's third and goal.
Ready. Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Here's Ward. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it. And the Jaguars.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Here's the first carry for LeQuint Allen. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Jaguars have a first down.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Lisa 24. 13, Lou. Go. There we go.
Lawrence working from the gun. Called in left side. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
First down throw, Lawrence trying for the deep ball. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still third down. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And, hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Hey, I'm gun. There we go.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Hey, smash.
Here's Tootin. This one loses yardage and loses possession. He's stopped behind the line. They're turning this over on downs. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
18,
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing now on first down. Ward. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning. shotgun. It's Ward. And he'll just throw this away, Brock, and that's going to bring us to our 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Ward's going to throw here on third. Complete beyond the marker. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Still sticking with the passing game. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. He's looking for Elikayo Manor. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 Eagles.
Defense showing blitz here. Ward. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
Cowboy 80.
Running back sent in motion. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Trying to push deep downfield. And the man is there to knock it away. Great defense to not only deny that touchdown, but force this turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Running from the pistol, it's Newton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, run!
They're going to pass it here. Short pass brought in. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He puts some juice on it. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now, in goal to go. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Easy, Ralph, son, that's not his hunt. Here we go.
Back to the air, Lawrence. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Jaguars keep running away with this. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars continue adding on to that lead.
Titans 10. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. That one's complete to Chimere DK. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
And the Titans.
Let's go now. Panther 60.
1st and 10 here. Ward. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
A gain of 9.
On the jump.
2nd and 1 at the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
One final shot here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. For the Jaguars, the visit.